That's a very good point. Being demoralized is good. It means that you're on your way to becoming a very powerful entrepreneur. The way we look at things in Cornet is, if you want to predict the future, we have to invent it. So now if you are here and you realize that the environment is becoming demoralizing and tomorrow you don't want to be demoralized, how are you going to invent it? So that's where you start from. Sometimes you just have to reboot because the environment is not ready for you. It doesn't mean you should give up. At the end of it, or you want to survive, you need staying power. Staying power, because you might project that within 6 months you get X number of customers with X amount of money in your bank account. It will not happen. What you need to remember is, I need to live to fight and not die. So if you are here and you're demoralized, it's good. Because it's going to happen, it's going to come. You're going to be demoralized almost every minute. But what is important is how fast do you get out of it. Until you can figure out how to get out of it, you have a challenge. So that's a good step. I'll give you a little bit of the traits later.
I think that as a Ghanaian entrepreneur, there's no better time to be around. I think there are loads of opportunities staring at you in the face if you look closely enough. The stories, everybody who's told you that for every demoralizing story you've heard, look a little closer at the people, because you discover that you're not so bad off. We could all be doing a lot better. But by general standards, you're not doing badly. Okay? So, you have different choices. I started my first entrepreneurial venture whilst I was still in university. Since then, I have worked with, at every point in time, I've worked with one of the top 5 software companies in the world. We've had exposure internationally, we've worked around the world. We now have operations and influence spanning almost 30 operators in over 10 countries. And it all started with a dream, and it's been hard and it's been difficult, but every day when I'm on a plane from one place to another, or engaging in a new exciting project, I ask myself that, would I have traded this off for a desk job? And I say, hell no, absolutely not. So don't be disillusioned, it will be tough. To succeed in an environment like this, you will need capital, you will need expertise, you will need knowledge. But it's worth investing in. And it's a great time to be around. With oil just around the corner, and the corner filled with liquid, there'll be a bit more. Think of it this way: if you can survive in this environment, you will probably thrive in other ones. So it's a good place to train your muscles, learn your fundamentals well, because what is at stake is survival, and that there's nothing like that to sharpen you very quickly. You lose all your silliness. There'll be a bit more. Think of it this way: if you can survive in this environment, you will probably thrive in other ones. So it's a good place to train your muscles, learn your fundamentals well, because what is at stake is survival, and that there's nothing like that to sharpen you very quickly. You lose all your silliness. That to sharpen you very quickly. You lose all your silliness.